great show, Omoté. This is a show that is focused on the unmarried single lady. Unmarried lady, okay, unmarried and single is the same thing. The unmarried young lady who is above 35. That's where our focus is right now. We're discussing the challenges, the issues, and providing solutions, you know. And she has to understand that no matter her status, whether she's married or not, she can achieve what she sets her mind to achieve, her goals, her visions, and her plans. My name is Ogaga Otaotu. We're looking at an exciting topic today, and it's titled "Being a Single Mom." Yes, we all know what the society's perception is of a single mother. Oh well, we have two amazing guests here in the studio today. A single mom, people single mom, but one is already married, so who calls a single mom? They'll be telling us from their own angle, their own perspective, what it is to be a single mom. Stay with us, we'll be right back. As I mentioned earlier before we went to a quick break, that we have two amazing young women in the studio today that will be sharing their experiences on what being a single mom is all about. And join me as I welcome Miss Grace Komolafe. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Miss Grace Komolafe is a singer, a songwriter, and an online media personality. Thank you for coming on the show.
It's a pleasure.
Okay, we have Mrs. Israel Adenio. Mrs. Israel, she's a newly married. Are you still new? He's over here now. He's over here now, huh? You're still new. Okay, so you can see she's all, you know. Okay, Mrs. Adenio is an event planner, a motivational speaker, and she's into. Okay, she's married to Mr. Adenio. She's an amazing woman, and she was a single mom, but yet now she's married. So we're having both of them here in the studio. Thank you so much for coming. Moving on, right? Quickly, please tell us, who is a single mom? I know everybody know. I know it's a layman's what to call that question, but you need to tell us.
Oh, okay. Well, first of all, say thank you for having me here. A single mother is a lady, you know, who all by herself is taking care of her
kids.
Her kids. I think that's the right word. Yeah.
Okay.
So, you know, when you say single mother, definitely. The man is not
in the picture
at all. Okay. So it's just all by herself, doing her own thing and at the same time taking care of
the kids. Fantastic. Mrs. Adenia, will you please go ahead?
Thank you so much for inviting me here. It's a pleasure to be here. Being a single mom, who is a single mom? A single mom is an empowered woman, because it takes strength, it takes real strength for you to say, oh, you want to go on this journey. It's not an easy task. To take care of your own child all by yourself, maybe while the father left or is dead or anything can happen. It's not by just going out there getting pregnant that makes you a single mom. We have different diversity.
I was going to come there. You actually just hit my next question.
Yeah.
What's the difference between being a single mom and a baby mama? We all know that baby mama is now, should I call it a trend or the new thing? Although people have different perspectives to dealing with the issues. But I've done a research and discovered that not everybody sets out to be single moms.
Yes.
So, can you please go ahead and tell us what's the difference between being a single mom and a baby mama?
Being a single mom, you can become a single mom by becoming a divorcee. One, if you're in a violent relationship, you might decide to opt out.
Okay.
You may lose a husband.
So a widow is also a
single mom. Or unplanned pregnancy before marriage also can lead to being a single mom.
So most baby mamas, they do not plan it. Do they actually plan what some young women actually set out to?
We have different types of people out there right now, because some women, they just want to trap a man because of a baby, thinking, if they get pregnant, he will get married to them.
Okay.
So it's quite different.
Okay.
And some, they might, because of my husband's background of being a doctor, some, they might want to try to get rid of it, and the baby refused.
Okay.
So he ended up with a baby.
So it's more like
there's
different
aspects.
Stories. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Can you perhaps
please go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
You know, some basically would do it because of what he want to get from the man. Okay, that guy is the happening guy in town now. You know, and I think I've been seeing him watch around. You know, she will just find a way around because of what she wants to get from the. I mean, it's all over everywhere now. You know, baby mama thing. And you know, being a baby mama, you don't do the whole thing by yourself. The guy, one way or the other, is involved. You know, takes care of the kid. But when you talk about single mom, in most cases, single mom, you take care, you do the whole thing all by yourself. But baby mama, you have the men there.
Thanks for clarifying that. That's amazing. Okay, please, I've already talked about this in the next question. Can you please, we all know that there's a stigma to being a single mom. It's always, it's there, it's out there. And as a single woman, which this show is all about, focus on a young unmarried woman, being a single mom, has it actually stopped you from moving on in a relationship, going further? I mean, somebody told you, you know what, you have a baby, you have baggage. You know, I don't think I can deal with this baggage.
Well, I would say no.
Oh,
Yeah, I would say no because few cases, you know, that I've had. The first thing I do when you come to me, I let you know, hey, I am not alone.
Oh, look at that! Are you serious?
Yes, that's the first thing.
But there's some people that hide it. They try to keep it.
Why would I do that?
Let me not say it now until later. When this relationship is tilting to.
The very first thing I do is I hit the nail on its head.
Oh.
Look, I am not alone.
But don't you think that will scare?
It's better if you want to stay, fine. If you want to go, you go.
I love that. Look at
If you
that.
don't love me, you cannot love my son. If you don't love my son, you cannot love me.
Look at that.
No, that's the truth. So for me, the few that I've had, I always tell them, and in most cases, perhaps they just like my sense of sincerity and they just want to stick around. You know, but in most cases, it has not been working. And I must say that it has not stopped me from becoming who I want to be.
Please don't go to my next question. I'm going to hold it there. Please tell me, before you got married as a single mom, what were some of the challenges you were faced with?
Some of the challenges I was faced with as a single mom, it's first of all was when she was about to enter school, they request for the father's, you know, there's some stages that you, as a single mom, you get to some places and they're like, oh, they need the father's consent and all that. There's even a time I had to like try to get across to like get his consent and all. But when I find out that it's weighing me down, so I went ahead and do affidavit.
Oh, okay, so you can actually swear an affidavit too?
Yes, because I've been a single mom for goodness sake. He's never in the picture, so why am I going to kill myself over it? So what women out there have to take into notice is that, look, nobody can stop you from being who you want to be. Or stop your child from going wherever you want that child to be.
Amazing. I like the fact when you said you had to go through an affidavit.
Yes.
I didn't know, but I'm sure somebody just learned that today. That's amazing. Thank you so much, but we'll be coming back very quickly. Let's go on a quick break. We'll be right back. Thanks for staying with us. Thanks for staying with us. This is still Omoté, and I'm talking today on being a single mom. So very quickly, as a single mom, single moms need to find love too, or they're entitled to love again, sincerely. So, have you been on dates of late?
Yes.
Please share with us. I mean,
No, seriously, but you know, like I said earlier, that I used to hit the nail on his head to let you know that this is it. And with time, if I see that it's not a relationship that can really take time, the truth is I don't waste my time.
Leave it in the box. Not okay, move on.
Yes. So I think that's also happened very recently. So for now.
Oh, I see. Okay, we want to be starting here. So tell us, before you got married, I need you to tell us what was your relationship. Were you having time to go on frequent dates before you eventually met your husband?
Yes.
As a single mom, we're talking as a single mom, not just a young woman.
Yes, as a single mom, back then, sometimes I even take myself out on dates. I go out and enjoy myself. Sometimes I take weekends off with my daughter, enjoy myself with her. And sometimes I go in groups, I join friends and families, hangouts. I don't allow myself to be you know, drowning, whatever it is I'm going through. Each time I found myself, feeling dull, what's going on? No. I pick myself up and.
Speaking of going out with friends, I have a single mom who is a friend who is a single mom. So whenever I invite her for an event, she's always like, who's going to watch over my son? There's one that she reluctantly came. I think that was Valentine's Day. I made sure that I got most of my single friends around. I went, I had a drink. I'm like, you must leave him. I'll go and drop you at home, don't worry. I think I eventually spent the night at her place, but it was pretty late. That's the only time she had actually sacrificed. Okay, you know what? Okay, she got somebody from the church to work to stay with the young the child. And because of that, it's actually deprived her from dating. I should actually because I got that experience.
You're actually talking to the right person. Seriously, in most cases, when I have events to attend, most especially when it's going to be all through the night, I'll be like, who's going to stay with my son? I can't leave him all alone in the house. For crying out loud, he's 12. And
grown up now.
And my friends say, he's not only a kid now. Babe, free yourself, you know. Yes, you know, sometimes as well I do take him out, but you know, when you have cases that they are not the kind of events you can take, you know, for kids, you know. So I must say I'm guilty of that.
You should create, like only the formula now, just create something. If you need to have some of the discipline, you know, we're not so, that culture is not so prevalent here. But you can have somebody, have a friend sit with him.
Most times I can just take him to my sister's place. Okay,
so you can have time to leave your wife. Because I was telling my friend just a few days ago when I was saying how one of my topics, I was speaking about her before. I said, you end up becoming an old man. Before you know, you're already 40 something. And it's good that you've not dated in the past 5-10 years. Because of your son. It's a blessing actually, yes. I envy you that, okay, you at this age you already have a son, your home is good, you know, and all of that, because circumstances led to that. But it shouldn't be a challenge, it shouldn't be what will hold you back. So please, we're happy to have you here because you're married as a single mom. There's some young single mom there, moms watching us now, and they just feel that because they're single moms, somehow circumstances led them to being single moms. Then that's what life is over. No to dating. I can't get married again. Nobody's going to marry me. They have this mindset. Please, you're married. Share your story, please.
Thank you very much. I remember when I was still single, I lived life at full.
I was
yes. I never allowed anything to deprive me of
but
enjoying myself.
sometimes it affected you at some point.
Yes, at some point it affected me. Like maybe at event time or graduation time, or when you know your child goes to school and come back to say, oh, somebody bullied me and something. You know, at that point you feel, oh no, why are you going through this? But from the beginning, the good thing is you tell the truth to your child. Let them know the situation of things. Let them know what is going on. Tell them the truth and be best friend with them.
Have a relationship with them.
Yes, have a good relationship with them. In that way, it will save you. They will even be the ones to defend themselves outside because they know the truth. They know what is going on, and you told them the truth, so they will be able to defend.
That's what you said. That's going to bring me to my next question because. Given that single moms do not apparently, because of circumstances that led to their being single moms, they apparently go out to say, you know what, I'm going to be a single mom, I'm going to be a baby mama. They may have been some constraint in the relationship with their spouses, or sorry, not their spouses now, with their partners. And we've seen that there's been a lot of issues where the single moms try to poison the hearts of these young girls. What's your advice? Because if you're friends with them, it's what you tell them, they will listen to.
That's a very wrong thing to do. Because number one, you are telling them the story from your own aspect. At the same time, you have to prepare that child's mind for the future. Because if he gets to know you're lying to him or her in the future, you will lose him or her. You'll be the one at the loose end. So the best thing is to tell the truth to them, let them know the circumstances of it, and teach them how to love. Even if their father is at fault, teach them how to love them. Tell them the real thing that, look, whatever it is he's doing, might not be he's doing. Just take it. Maybe he will change. You know, teach them how to love. Don't poison their minds. Teach them how to love. It matters a lot. And the best thing, the foundation of it all is let them know God. Get them closer to God. Because if they know that they have, even if the earthly father figure is not there, that God loves them above all.
Fantastic. I like that. That's very silly.
Above all. They will be able to look,
they have a fatherly
love
from
they still
God.
have a fatherly love from God, and give them all the love you can give them as a mother.
Fantastic.
You have to look, if you're a single mother,
you have to play both roles.
You have to play two roles. You have to love them both If they need a father, you have to be there for them. When they need a mother, you have to be there for them. When they need a friend, be there for them. Because you don't want to lose them to an outsider.
Fantastic. Here's what you have to say.
I'll say she has almost said it all. But I'll just give instances like from my own end. You know, the challenges were a bit tough. That it was obvious to my son, as in very obvious. You know, at the point I need to return back to school, I think I had him after my OND, and you know, I had to return back my HMB and all of that. So I took him to his granny's place, and by the time I had him back, you know, a whole lot has happened. So it got to the extent that he changed his surname to my own surname. On his own. He took all his book and like, I don't want to bear that name again. I said, hey son, you're not going to do that. You are not going to do that. He's your dad. You know, most times you need to talk to your dad. Let him have your contact. You have his contact. Because you have the phone. You understand?
You're one different single mom.
Seriously.
I'm going to go back to that. Please,
seriously. They communicate a lot.
Hold it there. Let's go on a break. Thank you so much. We'll be right back. Very shortly. Stay with us. Thanks for staying with us. Welcome back. We're saying something, yes, Miss Grace. You were describing something that is totally out of this world in what we see in today's, what I call it now, sphere. Because people out there, most single moms, they go out there like, you deal with him, the stupid man, he cannot be your father, me, I'm your father and your mother, he's bad and the rest. But you're giving us a very different story. Is that who you really are? Or you're just trying to Don't try to paint it.
No, I'm not trying to paint it. That's just the truth. Except that for, you know, once in a while as human, you feel bad, like, okay, you've got some little financial challenges, you need to sort school bills and all of that, and nobody is there, and you like feel bad, oh, and this man is there, and he's even communicating with this, you know, yet that will not stop me for allowing, you know, wow. I keep telling him, you talk to everybody in the family, feel free, you know, and all of that, then teach him to know the ways of God. Very important. You know, if he knows God, then it whatsoever the father might have done, he won't see it as, you know, like as an offense or something big for him not to attach with him in the future. Now, I leave that to him when he grows up, when he becomes a man. You understand? But it's my own duty to teach him what is right. Make him become who exactly I want him to be. A good son.
Speaking of that, when you met your husband, did she accept him at first?
You know the funniest thing? I met my husband like 15 years ago.
Are you serious? 15 years ago?
Yes.
Please tell us.
I met him 15 years ago. But he proposed to me.
Yeah. You were friends?
We were friends.
Okay.
He happened to be my doctor. And when he opened his own outfit, I happened to be his first patient.
You joking. People were destined for each other.
15 years ago.
So that means she already knew him.
I already knew him.
I'm talking of your daughter now.
Yes.
She already knew him before.
She already knew him as my doctor. He's a family doctor and all that. But there was no relationship. There was nothing. You know, even when he proposed to me 3 years ago, I'm like, are you for real? Is it because you know all my story? You know that kind of something.
I had
Are you for real? You know? And we're like, for almost 1.5 years, I didn't talk to him. We were on, don't even call, don't speak.
Because you felt that he has crossed.
You know, that he has crossed his boundary. But as time goes on, I see the man in him, the good heart in him, who he really is. And the relationship he has with my daughter. Do you know, before he proposed to me, he proposed to my daughter.
You are joking!
I am telling you. That's why my hand is married from her.
Like, I don't know, that seems funny. Like, you might not get married to your mom. And there was this story, I'm sorry to cut you, there was this story that trended on social media some time ago, it was like a few weeks ago, where I think it's popular, I think it's a celebrity or something. Abroad. The guy got his kids and everybody and proposed to the lady he's been dating in their presence. So the kids, everybody were in agreement. It was so beautiful. Are you serious? That's good.
Yeah. That was what happened.
So that wasn't even a challenge at all because she already knew him.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Even now, I'm jealous of the two.
Are you serious? Relationship?
Because they're so close.
Yeah, I'm happy for you.
They are so close. I get you jealous. I'm like, look.
What's
going on?
Can you stop this?
And they're like, okay, is your papa is my own daddy. Oh, sorry.
On the final note, I'm easy. We just have to draw a curtain here. But one final word for a young unmarried single mom watching us right now. What do you have to say to her?
My final words to the single mom out there is, live your life. Live it to the fullest. If you have money to build, go ahead and build the house. If you have money to buy yourself a car, go ahead and buy the car. I got myself a car, I built a house before I even got married.
Look at that.
I'm fulfilled. And you know what? It gave me a lot of edge when I got married.
Fantastic.
A lot of edge. It's a sign of respect for yourself, respect from your partner, respect from the family you are going into. Don't buy that TV and put it under the bed and waiting for the husband or the family to marry you. No, use it for yourself. Buy an AC for yourself. Enjoy yourself. Take your child out and enjoy yourself, so that when anybody comes around to say, "Oh, let me take your child," excuse me, my mother takes me there every Sunday. So what's that? There won't be anything that will come in between your daughter, somebody, your child, and yourself.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Be friends with your children. Be their best friend.
Okay.
And teach them the way of God. It matters.
Fantastic. One word for you from you, Ms.
Okay,
Grace.
I will just tell every single lady out there, single
mom.
mom, sorry, live your dream. You understand? Because a whole lot of people will get stuck because, okay, I have a child now and they don't pursue their dream and all of that. No, and more so, you don't listen to should I call it side attractions now? Or maybe families will tell you, hey, don't say because you have a child, you won't get married. You need to get, excuse me, if the Mr. Right is not coming, don't listen to whatsoever they are saying. Live your life to the fullest, and of course, trust in God.
Fantastic! That's a beautiful way to wrap up. Thank you so much, Miss Grace Komolafe and Mrs. Israel Adenio. I just forgot it. What's wrong with me? Adenio, I got it. Mrs. Israel Adenio. Thank you so much. It's glad to have you here today. So we're going to have a quick break. I guess you enjoyed yourself. You don't want us to go. Unfortunately, we'll have to leave. One quick one. I'll be right back. Okay, thank you very much for coming on the show. We're glad to have you here. We're glad. Thanks for your time, just kidding. Thank you so much for your time. And that is where we call it today. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been amazing. Talking today, I guess you learned something. If you're a single mom out there, I'm sure you are motivated to go out there and live your life. Yes, very key. The essence of life is to be impactful. And being an Omoté should not be a limitation. So go out there and live it. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Ogaga Otaotu. You have a beautiful day ahead. Bye-bye.